This video explains how to import profile for a meter. We will also look at importing for multiple meters, importing totals as CSV, and importing using FTP. So here I have a spreadsheet with profile readings in it. Column A has the time. Column B has the active forward power measured in kilowatt-hour. Column C has the reactive forward lagging power measured in kilovar-hour. Note that the time given is the end of the half hour. So a time of 8:30 means the time span from 8 to 8:30. Note also that the file is in CSV format. If it is not in CSV format, you'll need to convert it to CSV. In Excel you can press F12 to bring up the Save As dialog. Make sure you choose CSV, delimited. We can now upload this file. I select the meter I want to upload the data to, and go to Tools, Import Readings. Here we get a list of previous import attempts. Below this is the steps to import a file. I attach my CSV file and click Load. You'll now see the loading dialog. The page is analyzing your file. It tries to detect what type of data you have in the file. Next, it shows you the data in a table. At the top of the table are drop-downs specifying what each column will be imported as. If you don't see your data in columns, it might be that the delimiter was not detected correctly. Back at step 3, we choose a different delimiter until the columns look right. Now we read the data. Here we see that for my file, the first column was detected as year, month, day, hour, minute. This is a time format. The second column was detected as P1 kilowatt-hour or kiloliter. And the third column was detected as Q1 kilovar-hour. A column might be detected incorrectly. You can now change the column to what it should be imported as. Looking at the drop-down, we see the first option is not used. This is if there are columns in the spreadsheet that you don't want to import. Next we have date time followed by date time, day before month. The first one is when the month is specified before the day, which we have in this case. And the second one is when the month is specified after the day. Next we have meter serial. You can use this to import multiple meters using only one file. You just need to specify the meter serial on each line. Next we have the energy section starting with active import or P1. There is P1 given in watt-hour. Next is P1 given in kilowatt-hour. Then megawatt-hour. Then just watts, kilowatts, and megawatts. In PNPSCADA we work with kilowatt-hours. So the importer needs to convert from the unit given in the drop-down to kilowatt-hour. So it is important to get the unit exactly correct. If you choose kilowatt but the data was in kilowatt-hour, then your data will look twice as big. If you choose watt-hour but the data was in kilowatt-hour, then your data will look 1,000 times smaller. And then combining these two, importing kilowatt-hour as watts will look 500 times smaller. Next we have P2 active export. This is for reverse energy such as solar. Next we have the 4 reactive energy quadrants Q1 to Q4. Next is S or demand. After this we have E1. E1 is the same as P1 except that P1 is integrated whereas E1 is accumulative. So P1 is profile and E1 is totals. Next is E2, which is totals for solar. Then your 4 quadrants as totals. Finally there is PNPSCADA status, which is the status as described at the bottom of the Edit Meter Totals screen. And also NRS status codes. After the table is a checkbox for when the data is given in descending order. In effect, the latest reading is given first, and the earliest reading is given last. Normally the earliest reading should be given first. Then, snap totals time to closest half hour is when the readings are not exactly on the half hour, but you'd like them to be imported on the half hour so they can be used for billing. Normally, the time given for a half hour is the end of the half hour. However, sometimes the file has the start time. In such a case you can tick interpret time as start time of half hour. Then, fraction separator can be either dot or comma depending on what your file contains. Set each line represent to 30-minute when importing 30-minute profile. If you are happy with the configuration as is, and you think you might have to use this exact same configuration in the future, you can save this configuration as a template by clicking on the Save at the top right and giving a name. You can now click Import. The data might take a while to import, so you might be redirected to the report queue. On the report queue, you can monitor the progress. While in the report queue, the importing will continue, so you are free to close your browser. You can find the report queue again under Tools Report Queue. You can also monitor the import under View Meter Graph or Profile Graph. If you see the data that is importing look wrong, like you've made a mistake and you want the import to end quickly, then a trick to get the importing to end quicker is to set the last read up to time to today under Edit Meter Details. Now, if you have multiple files and you'd like to import them by just dropping them on the server using FTP, you can do that. You can go to File New Servers and choose CSV Upload FTP Server. Give it a name and click Finish. You'll need to restart the server or wait for the next day before the FTP works. You can now use a program like FileZilla to connect to PNPSCADA using your username and password. Here you will see an empty folder where you can drop your CSV files. Now the question is, how does PNPSCADA know how to interpret the columns of my CSV file? So that is where the template comes in that we saved in the previous step. I create a folder with the exact name as the template. Please don't use special characters for this. Then I create a folder called Gateway. And inside here I create a folder with the serial of the meter. Now I can drop this file in this folder, and it gets imported to the correct meter using the template I created. Alternatively, you put the meter serial as the name of the CSV file and drop it in the template folder. You now know how to import meter profile readings. Thanks for watching this video.